Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this November the 14th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there. So far, everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Sara. Tropical Storm Sara, as you can see here on the screen here, is pretty well organized. You can see here is portions of Honduras. We're going to move right along the Honduras coastal areas and then move inland over just south of Belize City. But let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Alright, you can see here's the tropical storm force winds in the yellow. You can see tropical storm warnings in the blue here along the Honduras coastal areas. And then a little bit down on the Nicaragua area, some tropical storm watches there. But you can see the tropical storm moves into Belize City and then kind of crosses Mexico as a depression coming up on Monday. The National Hurricane Center has dropped it off to just a depression. But if there's enough warm water down here in the Gulf of Mexico around the Bay of Campeche, this system possibly could regain tropical characteristics again. So we'll continue to monitor that and see how that plays out. Alright, if you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 15.9 north, longitude 84.0 west, maximum sustained winds are near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts, and movement is to the west at 10 miles per hour. Classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, we're going to take a look at the Spaghetti-O models now. As you can see, here's the center of the storm. Moves across right along the Honduras border. Moves into Belize, then into the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, and then moves it kind of to the north. Some takes it towards Texas and Louisiana, but there's a few. Well, you can see a good many starting to turn off to the northeast. And this is the way most of the models are handling the system as it heads toward west coast of Florida. We could be talking about could be a tropical storm or depression or just a rainstorm move across Florida, but we will continue to monitor it and see what happens. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance. You can see from last night, you can see it has 35 knot winds. You get 40 miles an hour, pretty much a tropical storm through its entire life cycle. But you can see few wants to take into a category 1, but like I said, that's why it still has a chance of becoming a category 1 in the next 24 to 36 hours, maybe before it makes landfall into Belize City. But most of the models takes it down into, but as you can see, about 84 to 90 to 108 hours out. You can see where it dropped it down into a tropical depression and try to regain it back into a tropical storm. So that's why I said it has a shot at becoming a tropical storm, possibly once again as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. Alright, let's continue to move on down the road here. Here's the tropical weather page. As you can see, here's Sara here, and here is Sara here moving into, like I said, right along the Honduras border. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map for your location, and then for across the nation. Then we're going to take a look at some severe weather in this video as well. So on day 5, 4, and 5. So we'll show you that in just a minute. Alright, as you can see here, we got winter weather advisories over Maine. We still got the red flag warning for portions of New Hampshire, Vermont, also in the portion of Rhode Island, Connecticut, also down toward Boston area. Special weather statement for New York State and Pennsylvania, also towards the New Jersey area. Coastal flood advisories there as well, stretching down to DC. Some flood watches for Eastern Virginia. Coastal flood advisory portion of North Carolina, South Carolina, and portion of Florida. River flood warnings also there as well, also stretching over into portion of Louisiana. We have some dense fog over areas of Missouri. Also some frost and freeze products over portions of Oklahoma and Arkansas. Wind advisories over portions of Arizona, California, and winter weather advisories there as well in Nevada, California, also Idaho, portion of Wyoming, also Montana. High wind watches to the north in Montana. Winter storm watches in effect for Washington, Oregon State. Also some coastal flood advisories there as well, and coastal flood warnings there along Washington State. Alright, you can see we got small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine all the way to the east coast of Florida. The purple areas along the Carolina coast, some storm warnings there. Gale warning, small craft advisory along the Mississippi and Louisiana border. Then again from Southern California, Washington State, all around the Hawaiian chain island with high surf warnings there. Also we have freezing spray warnings to the west of Alaska. So we have some winter weather advisory, winter storm warning, blizzard warnings there, and coastal areas, some storm warnings in the coastal areas of Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center. We're going to take a look at day number 4. As you can see, we have toward Wichita to Abilene to east of Midlands, also in the central Texas region here, Del Rio, Big Spring, Caryville, St. Angelo, Abilene area. You're in a 15% risk for severe weather. This is a slight risk. Let's move on to day number 5. It kind of shrinks in the same vicinity, but stretching from Wichita Falls down to Austin, Waco, you're included. Austin, Fort Worth, like the Arlington, Grand Prairie, and Waco, you're all included in the 15% risk area for severe weather. So get ready, folks. If you're in central Texas, southern Louisiana, central Texas and southern Oklahoma, you may be in the risk for severe weather for day 4 and day number 5. Alright, and finally we're going to wrap it up with the toward the end of the month tropics. This is for the next 2 weeks, valid through November 20th through 26th. You can see it's drier than normal across portions of the Atlantic, also South Africa. Maybe some heavy precipitation across Central America into the portions of the Caribbean Sea. Maybe above normal precipitation there, but no tropical development at this time. Cool pocket area portion of the southern and southwestern U.S. And then you can see a lot of dry air over in the eastern Pacific as well. And here is the week number 3. This is November 27th through December 3rd. You can see there's still a lot of dry air over the MDR region of the Atlantic, also across South America, portions of southwestern Africa, and then heavy precipitation above normal precipitation over the Caribbean Sea, also stretching into the Bahamas, southern Bahamas, also the Leeward Island, also into portion of the Bay of Campeche area. And you can see above normal and some below normal precipitation out in the eastern Pacific. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks. Take care and enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.